This person asks, from your point of view, do you think it's possible to be pro-Second Amendment and pro-gun control? It's a legitimate question. It's not asked nasty. It's not in an attacking manner. So I would hope that the people who follow my account don't attack this person, don't talk nasty to him. He's having an open and honest conversation. And that's what we encourage, right? I act like an asshole towards people who are assholes. Somebody like this is interested in having an open and honest conversation. So please treat them accordingly. Yes, you absolutely can be pro-Second Amendment and pro-gun control. I am. I am pro-Second Amendment. It is my belief that you, as long as you're not a danger to anybody else, have a right to own and carry guns if you so choose. That should be your right. It is my opinion that I have a right to defend myself and my family against somebody trying to come in my front door in the middle of the night. Even though I live in a small town, and even though I am only a few minutes away from a police station, it's still going to take a cop a few minutes, to get here. Damn, got the hiccups. Momentum. Starry. It's not a paid ad. Anyway, yeah, you have a right to defend yourself and your family and your property. Absolutely. And I have no problem with the Second Amendment existing. What I have a problem with is the misinterpretation, in my opinion, of the Second Amendment. The fact that they believe that it's for every human being, no matter what. No, there are violent people out there that shouldn't ever have a gun, that have been arrested and imprisoned for harming other people, and allowing people like that to have a gun could result in somebody being unalived much easier down the road. Now, I'm pro-Second Amendment, but I'm also pro-gun control. So what kind of gun control am I in favor of? Well, I'm in favor, first and foremost, of expanding background checks to include private sales so that we can attempt to capture as many gun purchases, gun sales, gun transactions within the background check system as humanly possible. I'm in favor of figuring out a way to get our mental health records included in our background checks. I'm in favor of a national gun registry. I'm in favor of legislation that mandates that gun manufacturers have to put in biometric security systems in their guns as much as they humanly possibly can. I'm in favor of doing away with sales tax on the purchase of guns. That's not necessarily gun control. It's just a constitutional issue for me. I'm in favor of making it mandatory that people have to submit to annual continued training on their guns and annual continued mental health evaluations if they own guns, the cost of which should be picked up by the country, by the nation. Listen, people on the right are going to hear all of these things and they're going to go, that's fucking communism, that's an overreach, that's this, that's that, and they're entitled to their opinion. Personally, I think it's common sense gun control. I think that if you're not doing anything wrong, you shouldn't fear having your gun on a registry. I think if you're not doing anything wrong, you shouldn't fear having to undergo mental health evaluations every year to make sure that you are of sound mind in order to continue to own a gun. And with all of that in place, I have no problem if you own 10,000 guns and 400,000 rounds of ammunition. That's up to you if you're not a danger. I don't give a shit. I have no problem with you strapping a gun on and walking around. That's up to you. I have a problem if you try to go into a business that doesn't want you to carry a gun, or a governmental building, or any other place that doesn't want you to carry a gun, like the NRA headquarters. I have no problem with those places saying you can't come in here with a gun, but you're free to walk around the rest of the... Yeah, knock yourself out. I am pro-Second Amendment and pro-gun control. The two can exist at the same time.